great!
Welcome back to another episode of Casual Play, Casual Help. And in this episode, episode 12, we shall be looking at Ares, God of War. And an interesting tidbit about my Smite career, Ares is the very first Guardian that I diamond. And as you can see by his worshiper count, I do play him very, very rarely now, because of my rule of stopping at diamond and working on other gods. But because of this series, I have to make an exception, and I will gladly do so. First, to skins. His first two, Standard and Destroyer, are his remake that they did I think almost a year or so back, with the Standard and the Destroyer being, of course, the palette swap. And this is classic Ares, what he used to look like, and what I normally played as during my time. Now, one of my favorite skins from him is the Abyssal Knight, because of course Cthulhu, and Cthulhu is very, very cool. Diamond Sword is iffy, I guess. Kind of has like remnants of like a StarCraft or Warhammer type of armor, but either way,
Have you seen this creature?
I don't much care for it. Primal Fire is pretty cool, like bone armor and head of a dragon that actually breathes fire, then go for it. SWC 2015 is just a commemoration of the Smite Championships.
A leader in life and in death.
Chilling Hirsir. This one's also pretty good. I haven't seen this one around, but if you like ice, and also the sword looks pretty nice, get this one. Star Tyrant. It's one of those iffy ones. I mean, the design is cool, but his face is just very Darth I think it's Malice, more Malik or whatever, esque with his lower jaw.
Lock and load.
Soldier of Fortune. Yeah, it seems just a bit too modern for me. I do like the whole M16 with the bayonet thing on top, and the flamethrower. Fernando is a reference to paladins, for he is one of the champions that they have over there. Spectral Sword is another one of my favorite skins of Ares, and he is a reference to Dark Souls, for one of his jump animations is a dodge, dive and roll.
Have you seen this creature?
Primal Steel is just another palette swap of Primal Fire, but purple.
Lock and load.
Hired Gun is just another thing of Soldier of Fortune. This one is a commemoration for one of the Smite teams that plays in the championships.
They'll never know what
Oniguard, I also like it because I like the Japanese aesthetic that they have, especially the sword.
No god will question.
Godslayer has to be the number one skin for Ares, because I do like the transitional skins where it changes as you level up, and I think he has the best one out of all of them. And because it's limited, I can no longer get it. And as for abilities, Shackles is a projectile, which if it hits an enemy, you can shoot out another shackle for a maximum of 3, which damages and slows. And if he has shackles out when he does his 2 bolster defenses, he gains additional benefits. Searing Flesh is a cone shape that does damage and also does additional maximum health damage. And No Escape, which is one of the coolest ultimates in my opinion, throws out chains in a circle around him, and he brings gods towards them after a certain amount, after 2.5 seconds. And once that happens, they take damage and are stunned, and are at the spot that Ares was at when he was done pulling. which you'll see in the match ahead. But the most annoying part about it is when people either purification beads away, which means that they don't get pulled in and stunned, or they pop Aegis and don't die when your team bounces on them. And an interesting part about Ares is that he is the only god that actually has this. Well, of course he's the only one that has this, but he's more prone towards aura type items that provide benefits for the entire team instead of just you. And with Blessed Presence, he gains 30 magical power, and that's what I normally ran for him when I was still playing him regularly. And so we shall do it again. I do love the Smite Odyssey that's happening right now, and also past Odysseys. And for this one, it's about Charybdis and the sea, which I don't really understand. And of course, the Toon Mania skin that they've released for Cthulhu is just so top tier. Which really begs the question on if they could actually do an Octodad skin for Cthulhu. Because I've been wanting it ever since Cthulhu came out. And now that they've shown that they can do this sort of Toon-esque design, it's like, give us Octodad. Just have them around. But only time will tell.
Madness will consume you all.
And it's also kind of funny, whenever I like to play Ares, I like to see if a Cthulhu will be on my team, so I can choose Ares and run this skin, because he has a special that he puts where he puts the shield out in front of him and like worships it, and all I do is just do that and just follow Cthulhu around because I'm an idiot. But because there is no said Cthulhu, I'll just have to do my job. And also, if I do act horribly in this match, I am technically making an excuse, but I really haven't played Ares in a while. So if I miss a lot of shackles here and there and everywhere, I'm just gonna chalk it up to that and just move along with my series. And we're rapidly approaching the end of the A's, and soon we're going into the B's, and then to the C's, the D's, E's, through the entire letter alphabet. Oh boy. Yeah, what he said. And this actually works out where I can go Pestilence first item, because they're more magical, and also because of Aphrodite. Because healing in this game is completely bonkers. Yes. Yeah, if there's a Cthulhu around, all I just do is just do this and follow him around. And if you ever decide to get into Ares as like a main or whatever, just be prepared for the enemy team, both the tanks and the glass cannons, to run purification beads, which basically just makes your ultimate completely useless, and it sucks. Hello, cat. Cat, no, no. Indies. The wire is not a toy. Sorry, just having technical difficulties because my cat decided that the wire is something to play. No, stop that. The wire is not to play. Okay. Thankfully, I didn't die. No, stop that. It's not for you. There you go.
Ultimate is ready.
Yes, that is a toy you can play with. Go on. Yeah, if any of you people have cats or maybe even a dog that just annoys you, leave a like and leave a comment. Yeah, as you can see, most of them have purification beads. And also, you'll likely see people use their ultimates to go CC immune while you do your ultimate.
One-way ticket to Beatsville.
Well, that sucks. No, Indy. Can't get up onto the TV stand. That's not for the cat. Why are you so hyper? Stop it. I can't play with you right now. I'm playing with other people. I'm technically at work, Indy. Oh, I forgot to mention all the stuff that happens when I do Ares' too. Gain additional protections, crowd control reduction.
An enemy has been slain.
Good stuff.
They didn't have a very high IQ.
Ow. Chain. A thing to really keep in mind if you see other Ares players that just dive in head first like a moron and die, just be prepared to get some flack from them. Because usually when people die, it's not their fault. No! I told you the wire's not for you, Indy.
Out of mana. My humble apologies.
I see you stalking the wire.
Thanks.
No problem.
Be right back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention what the items do. For sovereignty, it gives physical protections to my allies and also increases their health regeneration. Pestilence decreases healing around me, which is for Aphrodite. Oh.
They didn't have a very high IQ.
And the blessing that I have is whenever a minion or jungle monster dies within my presence, I gain health and mana for their kill.
Oh man, they need some help. An enemy has been slain.
There we go.
It's not so bad. Be right back.
I don't know why she ulted me. Okay, get that. Yeah, normally I would go Heartward Amulet. I probably should.
Have a very high IQ.
With Heartward Amulet, it acts like sovereignty, but for magical protection and mana regeneration.
Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Picking double shell.
And of course, as a guardian, doing minion cleanup.
Retreat!
I think Heartward Amulet would be nice, because they do have more magicals. Really give my allies a boost. This is pretty intense fight. No, not the minions. Ow. Oh, somehow I got that.
Be right back. Protect from this
And as always, meditation cloak and magic shell, because I am a very nice person. Oh, and I forgot to mention about the blessing that I gain bonus gold for every minion that is killed within my presence. Ooh. Of course. Aphrodite, back at it again with the crippling depression. Have you learned your lesson, Indy? Have you learned it?
An enemy has been slain.
A master.
Cowabunga!
Alright. Also, a public service announcement. If you are going up against healers or people that have a lot of healing potential, please go anti-heal. I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to it, but I do
Didn't have a very high IQ.
build anti-heal. The reasons why I don't during this series is I'm showing you what I go in a normal situation. I don't really prepare for healing. Ah.
Be right back.
Get out of here. Fear.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright.
They didn't have a very high IQ. Not too shabby. if I do say so
Alright.
myself. Hey man, you kick major shells.
Run.
Oh man, come on!
See, this is why we can't have nice things, Barry. You asshole. Okay, for this one, Mystical Mail.
An
Oh,
enemy has been
has a
slain.
new aura.
That's a 9.95% chance
It's
that they
still the
would
same
win.
as it's always been. It has a damaging aura around me, but it deals additional damage for each. Indy, hey, hold up one sec. My cat's being
That was easier than finishing War and Peace.
difficult. Come on, come here. I know you like to explore. That is my nightstand, and it has a lamp and also a fan that can be damaged by investigative inquisitors.
Thanks.
And also that is my chair.
Have reached your portal.
Come on. I promise I'll pay attention to you later. trying to help people learn, Indy. I'm sorry.
He didn't have a very high IQ.
I mean, I love this new cat to death, but it's just... It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Enemy has been slain.
Just need some space sometimes. Excuse me. That was really good.
No problem.
We are crushing it. Hallelujah. Oh, what? What was that? I call interference, referee.
Have a very high IQ. Kicking double shell.
Okay, surrendered. Okay. All right. I think this is one of my best matches so far. Anyway, I've for the last couple items, what you saw me building was blanking on the item, but the aura is that those within your aura have decreased magical protection by 15%. And for the last item, I really don't get to that one very often. There's an aura item that gives increased lifesteal to you and your allies. That would probably be the one that I would recommend, which you'll probably see me build it later or something. I really don't know. I don't plan these things. Oh, anyway, hope you've learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.